There's a Squirtle in my house.
There's a Squirtle.
Yeah, everybody pulls out their phones.
I mean, that is inspiring.
Pokemon going right now.
I guess that's a good time to start the podcast then. Welcome
Yeah.
to Shooting Blanks Entertainment Presents, the Commentators Podcast. I'm Kramer.
He looked at you, Tom.
I'm Tom, sometimes.
He kind of looked at you.
I'm Ryan. I almost said Ryan.
You're Ron?
Ron!
I'm Ryan.
I'm Juan.
I like how Antonio's the only one who kept the music on during
You know
the
why I
podcast.
said Ron? Because I looked at you. And so,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, man. So what's up, guys?
Hey.
Trying to catch the Squirtle. Well,
Yeah,
actually,
we're
holding
gonna
it
catch a
now
Squirtle
for
real
you
quick.
guys to catch it if you want it.
Anybody want to pop an incense?
Oh, is there... Oh,
I
there's...
have one.
I do have one too.
I have like 9.
How?
I get a lot of them from the Pokestops.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've gotten 9 from Pokestops.
I haven't gotten any from a Pokestop.
You can get them. Yeah, I
fucking know
get
that.
very little Pokeballs, but a
I
lot.
do.
Other way.
I got a lot of Pokeballs.
Did you say spin it the other way?
Are you serious?
Yeah.
No.
No,
That's
he can't.
not a
He's gotta be
thing.
lying.
That's not a
he's
thing.
bullshitting.
Do it.
Huh.
I'm totally gonna...
We're all gonna do it.
I'm really thinking, like,
Can we,
what?
Wait,
can we
which
pause
way-
the podcast so we can go test this?
Which way do y'all spin? To the right?
Yeah, I'm right-handed, so I go to
No,
the,
I spin
to the left.
Motherfucker, you
Wait,
go, I go
spin
right.
to
Wait,
the left.
I don't know now. I don't actually think about it.
I do this. It's this way, to the left.
Yeah, I think I do to the left. Like,
To the left.
Yeah,
I go
to the
right.
left.
You go right?
I do. No wonder I'm a little late.
Aren't you left-handed?
he might be right. Maybe it is you have to spin it the other way.
Puck, Squirtle.
What really? God, where is he?
Get
I don't
him.
see anything
Shoot
yet.
it. Oh.
Did anybody-
He's fucking pissed.
When this came out, did you think? Have you been to the parks yet?
Yeah, that's what I do. I go to the parks every other day.
They're so fucking crowded now.
Yeah. So
Like-
is the mall. Because the mall,
Yeah.
I went to Memorial City Mall yesterday. Pokestops everywhere in there.
Oh.
I went to the Herman Park yesterday, and it was an event, so I guess it would be bigger than it was normally.
He ran away.
But there were parades of people walking around with flags of the different teams, and like
That's
yelling at
awesome.
each other, and they were
Team
like,
Valor,
"Yeah, Team Valor."
Valor.
Tom.
Instinct.
No one cares, Antonio. No one cares.
I'm not seeing any. Squirtle's not in our area.
Squirtle. I got him again.
I just caught him.
Really? It shows him as 3
No.
Oh, there he is.
But I didn't think it was gonna explode the way it did, like to where like that many people were gonna get into it.
I knew it would.
I did
It's
too.
Pokemon, dude.
Especially
I
when I
figured-
found out it was free. I was like, oh, God.
It's one of
Yeah.
the. I see what you're saying, Kramer. It's like it's one of those things where like, oh, this is gonna be big, but until you
Raspberry.
see it,
Yeah.
you don't comprehend how big it is.
Exactly. And
That you're just like, just turn the AR off, so you don't have to be turning your phone.
unless
But that's what I do at work.
Yeah.
yeah. When we were at the park
I mean,
yesterday,
no, I don't.
When we were at the park yesterday, we were talking to Krista, and she was saying that, like, because I was telling her, like, I can't believe it got this big. And she's like, it's always been this big. But now people are actually outside to where you can see them doing it. And that's how you notice that it's gotten that big. Because
Yeah.
otherwise, everybody's just in their house. You don't realize how many people play it with you. Or also. They're not-
Yeah. I've been going out every single day since Sunday, and it's been packed everywhere.
Yeah?
Even like we're driving and we're like, oh look, there's a Pokestop. Let's turn into this. I think it was like on Tuesday. We turned into some random small street. Found this huge hidden church with like 6 Pokestops in
Oh,
it
yeah.
because they had all these like
Nice.
statues inside,
Church
and it
is
was
where it's
empty.
at.
Yeah.
So we go in and we're going to each statue, and as we're standing there trying to catch, I think like a Tauros, we're like, man, no one's gonna find this spot. A car rolls in. 2 other cars roll. I'm like, what the fuck? These guys just out in the middle of nowhere finding like these spots too.
Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious because there was a part by my job where there was like 3 fountains in a row because there's apartments called the 3 Fountains. And it's funny because I think there's the apartments is also a Pokestop, which I thought was random. And I was like, they probably just Googled fountains and anything that says fountain on it is now a Pokestop. So that
Yeah.
apartment automatically became like a Pokestop.
Well,
But
Exactly.
I
one
walked
might-
up to like a fountain, like because it's in the middle of the median, and so I was on the sidewalk across the street from it, and I was getting the Pokestop, and I see a car drive up, stops in the middle of the street, puts on its hazards, and like I see them pull up their phone,
That's not cool.
put it down, and then they just drive off, and I'm like, what the fuck?
They just
not
click.
cool.
You just click in the stop and going. Yeah.
I understand if you want to like pull to the side where some other cars might be parked on the side, but this guy just stopped and like on the road.
Was there anyone behind him?
It was a 2-lane one,
I got him.
so yes,
After
I
got
think
the
like
error,
somebody might
mine
have passed
froze,
him.
but I got him
Oh,
anyway.
Okay.
As long as there wasn't like
have
people
all 3
behind
now.
him and he just like stopped and held up traffic.
Yeah, no, I don't. I haven't seen anybody holding up traffic yet. I have heard of a 7-car pileup on 45, but I don't know if that's true.
I saw that. I don't think that's true either because
Yeah.
it wasn't anywhere else.
I recently said that I don't imagine I'd be playing this for months, but I think the world will be.
Yeah.
It's crazy how our world now is. You see somebody with their phone out 90% of the time.
You
You're
know
going to be
what they're
right
doing.
that they're playing Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yes. There was the guy in front of us last night. It was like midnight. We were stopped at this light to turn, and it was red, and all of a sudden a doodle appears. So we're like, oh, let's catch this doodle. And then the light turns green, and the car in front of us isn't going. And I'm like, get off the phone. I'm like, stop trying to catch that doodle.
Oh, that's pretty funny. I tried not. At first, I was like, I'm not gonna do this while I drive. And then, like, I slowly caught myself like reaching for my phone and then turning it on. But then I'm completely stopped now. And what I do is I'll be in my neighborhood and I'll drive 2 miles an hour because there's nobody behind me in the neighborhood, and I'll just have my phone out going,
I just have my phone out when I'm driving to do the incubator egg thing.
But it doesn't
They don't
catch
stop it.
It doesn't. Yeah, you have to go really slow.
I know, but I get plenty of. If I drive home from work, let's say it's 20 miles, I get 2 kilometers off of that.
When I drive to practice after work, traffic sucks and I have to go down 45 South.
Oh, that counts.
So it
yeah.
totally counts
Yeah,
Yeah.
for like 14 miles.
that's awesome.
Yeah, at first I was like, I didn't realize like that if it goes over a certain speed, they're like, nah, we know you're driving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And so I was
that's how
like,
it
but then after I did that 2 mile an hour thing in my neighborhood, like my egg started hatching, and I was like, what the fuck? I broke you. I was so happy.
Dude, I was super pissed last night because a 10-kilometer egg, all I got was a shitty EV. And I already had like 10 EVs.
Dude.
So they weren't rare anymore
Dude,
to me.
I got 3 Ratatas in a row.
Boo.
my
Was that the
eggs.
5-kilometer eggs?
No.
The 2?
Yeah. But I got I got a Charmander from a 2 as well. So
I heard, yeah.
that raised my expectations.
The only 10-kilometer I had so far was my Snorlax, and he came out with 26 eggs. Oh, not that's 26 eggs, 26 candies, and he was already at like level 400.
Damn.
I went through half those eggs, and he's over
Candies.
1,000 now. Candies, fuck.
And they,
He's at the
Okay.
point where like
I want eggs, too.
I don't have enough Stardust to level him up, and I still have like 13 candies left, and he's over a level 1,000. And I was like, yes, he's my tank. I will destroy everyone with him. None of my Pokemon are near his level.
Nah, me neither.
I think our highest one was like 758, maybe? I don't remember. I think he was a Vaporeon.
Oh, and totally, Valor is winning because all I see are red gems.
Really?
Yeah.
That's-
I hardly see. What's the other one besides yellow?
Mystic?
Mystic.
Blue?
You mean
yeah,
Mystic? That's Tom's team.
I don't see any blue gems.
not yet.
Not yet.
Dude, at Discovery Green, at Vintage Park, I went on Wednesday, and there was people with like Team Instinct shirts like already.
Yeah, and
That
Herman.
blew my mind. I was like, it said, "I'm not lost. I'm looking for Pokemon."
Nice. Yeah, we were talking about it at the park because we saw people in Mystic, Valor, and Instinct, and they had like different designs.
Yeah.
And Tom was saying like, no, it totally makes sense because as soon as this came out, because all those like pop t-shirt companies on like Facebook that always pop up, which we were gonna do for a while.
Yeah.
And now we realize that everybody seems to have a better business plan than we do.
I think too, people are just making like, they're just, as soon as they came out, they're doing anything to make their own. If you got a bunch of people that are friends that are on the same, contact a small like company, be like, I want like 50 shirts, and they'll do them, you know?
Which is, it's funny because like there's a big social aspect being brought into it, to where it's like when we saw parades of people there,
That's
and
crazy,
like they clearly didn't all know each other. Some of them have met up before, and I've been in like groups where I thought we were just getting exchange information about like, oh, I found this here, found that there. People are like, no, let's meet up, let's have a crew going, we'll make a thing out of it. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, people are like,
I was driving
really
home
into
from
it. It's really cool
Channelview
though.
on Sunday
Mhm.
at like 1 a.m, and I was on Beltway, and under the overpass was just a group of like teenagers.
Oh,
Their phones out.
You could say hobos playing
Hob-
Pokemon Go.
Oh man,
They were under
together
one
all our
little
money.
spotlight, that one light that was on under the overpass, and 1 o'clock in the morning.
that's great. I wish you.
I'm
would've-
like, man, school's out.
Yeah, dude, I had a similar thing going. I forgot where we were going, and it was like 12 o'clock, and I saw a lure going off. I was like, I'm gonna go down this little street, and there were 3 kids there already, and I was like,
Nice.
I was about to scream at them like, y'all gonna get killed.
yeah, it was a really like weird neighborhood, and they were
Nice.
just sitting there, and I was like, all right. I drove past like twice.
Nice. I imagine for yours, if you'd pulled out a flashlight and just looked at him, they went away, and like all just like scattered.
At the park over like near here, there's a bunch of Pokestops inside the park that you have to walk to get to. But there's one in the very corner of the parking lot that you can just sit in your car at and you just see a whole bunch of cars collected, all crammed into that corner of the parking lot, with people sitting in it with a lure going off on that one.
Nice.
It's every day, constantly.
Nice.
There's a neighborhood that I went to by the house that there's a lake in there in the middle. So we parked there because there was a lure going off at the Pokestop. And I parked in front of this guy's house, and he had a really nice house. And he came outside, and I was like, oh, man, this guy's going to tell me crap for parking in front of his house. And he's like, hey, what are you doing? I'm like, we're playing Pokemon. He's like, oh, cool, man.
That's pretty good.
And then he came and talked to us for a little bit because he was like, oh, I don't play, but I see people playing, and I was wondering what everyone's doing. He was like, I thought these kids yesterday were taking pictures of our house, and because they were looking at their phones in our direction, and he's right in front of the Pokestop, and he was like, I had to looked over there, and then someone told me they were playing Pokemon. Can I see it? So we're like, okay, and we showed him the stuff and caught up a Pokemon right then and there, and he was like, man, this is cool. All right, well, have fun, and then he left.
Nice.
And then he went and downloaded the app.
It was the Pokestop was a little lake, like a little lake house.
Probably behind his house or something, or in
It was
front, across the street.
It was directly across the street. So people were parking on his street to get to it because you can't park it where it is because it's just a 1-lane road.
There was because the lake by my house, there's 3 fountains, a gazebo, and then that giant thing that we always said looks like it's from Halo. The Halo and the gazebo are gyms, and all 3 fountains are landmarks. And it freaked me out because I looked at it and I was like, when I click on it, you know how they have the names for everything? It said Central Fountain at Bundy Lake, and I was like, this lake has a name? And why did they name it after a serial killer? But we went to the I'll take jogs in the morning. Every morning this week I've gone jogging, and usually I wake up and say I'm gonna go jogging. Never do. But this is the first time I've actually done it. And that one place where I drove up there once, where it was the Central Fountain and the gazebo for the gym, and I was like, "Is this gonna be me?" There were kids there were some kids in a car. There was a kid just hanging off of a ledge, just on his phone. There were just people walking around. I was like, "What the fuck?" I didn't know there were these many kids in this neighborhood. I've never seen them.
This is the most active I've been ever.
Yeah.
Same.
It's crazy.
Well, not ever.
I think it just blows our mind that you know what people are doing. Even if they're far away,
You can tell.
you always just know. It's one of the few times you'll ever.
And there's an acceptance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's fine.
Yeah.
And you chuckle a bit when you see them stop, and then they keep going.
Yeah.
I was laughing. Our apartment is a Pokestop. So I stopped and
Your apartment?
there's 2
Your
entrances.
complex?
There's 2 entrances. The front entrance where the office is
Okay.
a Pokestop. And the back entrance on the second phase 2 across the street is another entrance. So I stopped at the second one and nobody was there. And then all of a sudden a lure popped up and everyone came. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Cars were just stopping at first too. They would drive by, stop in the middle of the road, and then drive off. They click the stop and then just keep going.
The complex across the street from
Oh.
me is a gym,
Ooh.
which is weird. I don't know why a neighborhood would be a gym.
I don't know.
Those are
Territory.
weird spots, yeah.
People are they're doing the developers that are taking requests to make places Pokestops and all that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
there was a talk that McDonald's is trying to make a deal to where all the McDonald's are going to be Pokestops, which
Yeah, they need more money.
I
Yeah,
wish they
right.
would have pitched that deal to Taco Bell, though.
Oh.
yeah,
I would go to Taco Bell all the time. Well, no, I already do.
I already
But-
did, and then I stopped.
I'll be there more.
and
The
then I'll do it
Chick-fil-A
again.
by my house I thought was a Pokestop.
They're like, but it's
Yeah.
not a Pokestop on Sundays.
you know what's
That
funny?
makes sense. Churches are Pokestops.
Yeah. What's funny is
All of God's buildings.
in the what I've started referring to as the Geek District, where Insomnia and Geek Life and 3D Games are.
Geek Life.
Is it 3D Games?
No,
It's in
retro game.
retro games. But in that block, only Insomnia became a Pokestop, and Geek Life was like, fuck. So they posted this thing online. They're like, hey guys, we are now offering free charging stations to anybody walking by. We also sell drinks and food, and we also sell Pokemon cards and this and this and this. Stop on by. And I was like, they didn't have to make it a Pokestop. They just rearranged how the format of their store was to bring people in. And there's a donut place that did kind of the same thing. They found out all 4 of their donut places were stops. So now they started offering Pokeball looking donuts.
Oh, that's cool.
I wouldn't
And-
need it.
You wouldn't eat it?
Not the first one.
I'd throw it on the floor and then be like, oh.
Oh no, I would just preserve it.
You'd preserve it? I would imagine like you were like, this is a great idea. Like 3 months later, there's flies everywhere.
No, you just put it in the freezer.
Dude, but yeah, all these people are getting so much business.
Like the Master Chief.
Like if they're
Yeah.
around.
Why don't you have a mini donut maker?
And then
Don't
I'm
you have a
like,
mini
John,
donut maker?
I do.
need you.
I do have a mini donut maker.
You make mini Pokeball donuts.
Yeah, but they don't come out like real donuts. They come out like mini cakes.
That's perfect because there'll be icing on them.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Are you gonna
And
make
that's
the
the
Pokeball
kind of
donuts?
I'm not
difficult
making
with a
you
hole in the
anything.
middle of it.
Have your sister make the Pokeball donuts.
Okay, you ask her.
Okay, I will.
She'll accept a request probably from someone else.
Yeah, I'm amazed
Yeah,
she
maybe.
hasn't jumped on that.
Oh my
Everybody-
god! You know, what'd be kind of morbid is if the Pokeball donuts that they make are the ones with jelly inside.
Oh god! Oh, that's terrifying.
Oh man, because
pretty
that's the only
upsetting.
one. Because the other ones have a hole in the middle, you know.
Yeah,
So you have to use the whole ones that have
Like
the
a scrambled egg.
I killed Pikachu.
Upsetting.
fillings yellow.
That'd
my
be
God.
the cream filled ones.
Yeah. Well, oh yeah, cream filled. There
Yeah.
you go.
It's like a pokey yolk.
Yokimon.
You know, when I went to Vintage Park, there was so many people there, and like there's all this in this like shop, like in the middle of where these fountains are. All these like businesses are also around there. I was like, man, they're getting all this stuff. But then if you walk slightly out of that, there was already like 3 or 4 places that were like, no Pokemons here. Like, you can't come in if you're chasing Pokemon and,
Are you for real?
and stuff
That's
like that.
they're just
yeah.
gonna get their business taken away though.
Which was
Like,
crazy because one of the businesses was a Pokestop, and I don't think they understood that. That's why people were stopping there. So they were like, "No, if you're playing Pokemon, move along," stuff like that.
Move along.
But
I was
it's-
like, "Come on,
It's
guys!"
attracting people to your place.
Exactly.
Dumb.
It's very dumb.
Like, what are they gonna? Well, it depends on the business, I guess. Because if you own like linens and things, and no one's gonna go in there and be like, "Hey, why don't I pick up some linens while I'm here?" Places that sell food and stuff, that makes sense because people be
Yeah.
like, "I'm here. Let me get a burger while I'm here."
And it's totally true. After all that walking around, you're like, I could use a snack, I could use
Yep.
a soda or something. But
Tony,
I've
are you playing
linens.
Pokemon?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's
We're,
looking at
uh,
like articles about Pokemon.
Oh,
When we were in Herman Park, they had taco
Yeah.
trucks set up, and or
Oh.
not taco, but well, there was a taco truck, but food trucks set up out there and such,
that's genius.
right around a
Oh
Pokestop,
my God,
right in the middle of
yeah.
a Pokestop.
At Discovery Green, all they had was an ice cream truck, and I was like, why aren't there food trucks here?
Pokemon
Yeah.
Go is gonna change the economy.
It is.
Yeah.
It is, dude. It already started.
Yeah, I know. It's
The more that people are out, and the more they're going to pay for things.
Tonio just showed me this ad from Walmart, and it has somebody with the phone holding a Pikachu, or there's a Pikachu in the aisle, and they're like, "Stop by, stop by Walmart for some Pokemon and some great deals while you're here."
man.
I was
Dude,
like,
I would do that.
it's,
You know,
Those little chicken nuggets are
I've played in
amazing.
3 separate WalMarts.
You would go to the McDonald's at the Walmart or something?
No,
The frozen chicken nuggets?
The Walmart that sells the food, they have these little barbecue chicken nuggets that are really good.
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about,
Oh,
but I
they're
would
so
love to
good.
try that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cheap, but anyway.
I've
go on,
been to
sir.
3 separate WalMarts and nothing but Zubats.
dude, some of them I would really think people are. There's one that they seem like coincidences, but you're like, this is too much to be a coincidence. And one was really bad that I told you about yesterday. The one that I thought was funny was I went to Lambo's, and they have like which is a Chinese buffet for people who don't know, and they have I think they have like a little pond or something.
Westheimer?
Yeah, and
They're still good?
huh?
They're still good?
They're okay.
That means
It's
no.
gone
That's
down.
not
in
the answer I
quality.
was looking
That
for.
means
It's,
no.
it's gone down in quality from when I was younger. But anyways, there's no fish or anything in that little fountain. But if there were, it would be koi fish, because it's a Chinese restaurant.
Yeah.
And I caught a goldine.
That's also staged.
in that fountain, and I was like, "There's no way the goldine at the Chinese fountain is like a coincidence." And then there was one where people told people it was the Holocaust Museum in Houston,
Oh.
and they told people you need to stop coming in here and catching Pokemon.
I saw that.
And it wouldn't be as bad if the Pokemon weren't coughing
No.
and ghastly.
Ghastly? Oh my god.
A haunter?
Gas Pokemons and dead Pokemon.
Dead
Were
gas
they
Pokemon.
really?
That's-
Were those the ones?
That's what I heard.
Damn. Because I saw.
It could just
too.
be a coincidence that someone went across that
Dude,
and blew
that
that up.
coincidence?
I mean, someone could just blow that up, you know?
It is, yeah, it might be a coincidence, like
might have
blown out of
been one or two
proportion.
people that-
I need
saw it.
proof.
But it's so like you think about it, you're like, oh fuck,
Q-bones.
That's a really messed. Oh.
what?
Q-bones.
Cubans, Cubans in cemeteries,
Huh?
Have you seen one?
No, not yet.
Cubans at
Dude, I went-
orphanages.
You know, if you go to cemetery.
Oh. I think we both had kind of like different reactions. You're like, oh my God. I was like, oh.
Did you hear what we said?
No, I missed it.
I was like, what if it was Cubones at orphanages?
Oh, that's fucked up. I was gonna say, apparently cemeteries have a lot of ghost Pokemon. Like you're supposed to go to them at night.
See,
Yeah.
I went to a pet cemetery, but it didn't have anything.
It's cool that they do that. It's cool that that function works, you know.
yeah.
But I mean, it is morbid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it was cool when it was the water Pokemon by the lake at my house.
I was next to a big ass river and I didn't. It was just Rattatas everywhere.
Oh, really?
Lame.
Aw.
Yeah.
Not even a Magikarp.
No, I catch them. I caught a Magikarp in my car.
There's
Lots of Magikarp for my car.
we caught a Dratini at that lake. There's like, you can.
Really?
There's Dratinis everywhere. Well, not everywhere.
I
There's a
almost,
Dragonair.
I almost ran across a Dratini one time.
I
But
got a Dratini.
Just come on over to my
Too.
place.
I got him in Galveston.
I got him at the
it was oddly
this one
sexual.
lake on
Just coming to my
290.
place. I'll give you a Dratini.
It wasn't oddly, it was intentional. I'll give you my Dratini.
See, that's where it was leading.
I'm being realistic. It's not a Dragonair.
I'll give you my Dragonite.
That's funny.
Did you see the article of the lady who it said my child got hit by a car because of Pokemon Go? And I read the article. I was like, this is really fucked up. And I was like, and the first thing in my head was, I feel really bad because a kid got hurt because of this. And I looked at it. The girl was like 16, 17. I was like, she's not your child. She's your fucking teenager. She knows to look both ways before she crosses the street.
14.
Was she 14? That's not any better.
That's not better.
No. But it was like, I was like, you're a fucking teenager. You know, who gets on the highway?
It was on the highway?
It was a highway. She
Highway.
was trying to cross the highway.
Not a freeway.
She's dumb.
It said highway.
I don't know if highway ever means it's off the ground, but I mean,
Even then, though.
even then,
No,
like,
Highway 6 is
that's
off
not the
ground.
feeder road.
I cross
where-
highways all the time.
I had a theory about that story.
Highway 6.
Yeah.
Since it was the lady saying, you know, I blame Pokemon Go for my daughter running into the street. I was like, I bet the mom doesn't know anything about Pokemon or the game. The girl wasn't saying, because what I saw was that she said there was a Pokemon in the middle of the street, and I really don't see that too much, except a couple, like, I think it was somewhere on the side or farther away, and she was tracking down something, walked into the street, got hit. When her mom asked what happened, she blamed it. There's a Pokemon there. There was a Pokemon in the middle of the street. That's how I got hit. The mom, not knowing any better, was like, Pokemon is to blame for putting all this stuff in the street and
But
blah, blah, blah.
they're not even specifically in the street. Like,
Yeah, they kind of have. They should put out a message saying,
well, I put
you
out.
don't.
Your mom,
I'm
too.
sorry, I couldn't help it.
She couldn't either.
You're not helping one.
I don't think you heard me the first time.
No, go on.
I lost my train of thought.
Yeah, because they're not in the middle of the road.
Yeah, they're not literally there. You
So
know?
I'm thinking this
You
girl
click
lied
on
to
it-
her mom, and her mom doesn't know the game, so she's like, well, obviously you're right. And everyone else is like, no, it's not.
When I was in my office at work, I was not playing Pokemon Go. Yeah,
Why'd you
but
wink at
anyway,
us?
I couldn't tell that story. I could try to tell it without me doing it, but I was at work and I just slipped on my phone.
It was break
and-
time.
Huh?
It was break time.
Yeah. But it was like across the street where like the Pokemon popped up. So I'm not anywhere near it. I just press it and it's there in my office.
Yeah.
It's not like I have to go across the street to be there.
And even when if you have the camera on,
Mm-hmm.
you know, when you're moving, the Pokemon's kind of moving away. But if you turn that off, it's always right in front of you.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be anywhere specific. I like when the GPS fucks up though, because when I was in my office,
Yeah,
I
your
was like,
character kind of walks around sometimes.
yeah, I was like,
just
fuck,
wanders
it
away.
says there's something close by, and the GPS fucked up, and he went across the street, and the Pokemon appeared. I was like, yes, this is awesome. Also, about the appropriate locations, every time I'm in the bathroom at work, I catch a water Pokemon. I got crabs there.
I
Which
got
Pokemon, though?
I got you get crabs.
I got Krabby, and I got a pet Poliwag.
It was a sexual joke, Ryan.
I got a Goldeen. in my-
Don't ignore
my
it.
toilet.
I got a Zubat at my home bathroom.
I've yet to find anything like in my house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I always figured the first Pokemon I caught.
I got a
would be on the
Bulbasaur
toilet.
in my house.
Really? That's cool.
I was very happy about that.
I have
Got a
nothing
Squirtle
but,
in my house.
there's nothing but Rattatas
Squirtle.
and Zubats at my house, and Pidgeys.
Yeah.
Same here.
Same.
Okay, so we all did the Pidgey scheme, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to summarize it for anybody who's listening that hasn't done the Pidgey scheme yet or doesn't know about it?
Save a
I don't
bunch
know
of them.
What's it about?
I mean, is it just basically Pidgey farming?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, but Pidgey farming for the purpose of using the lucky egg, which doubles your experience points. So that way you get all the experience points from the Pidgey. But if you've caught like 50 of them, you can go up like 3 levels at once.
So what does a lucky egg do?
It doubles your experience points from any action.
So you just
For half
it's
an
an
hour.
item that you use, and then you have double
30 minutes.
For 30 minutes.
Yeah. So for that 30
Okay.
minutes, you
I haven't gotten to
all
lucky
those Pidgeys that you have, just evolve them in that 30 minutes. And instead of like maybe 500, well, not 500 if it's
500
Pidgeys.
apiece
Yeah.
for every evolve.
Yeah.
So
So
it'd
if
be
you have
1,000.
10,
1,000.
instead of 5,000 XP, you get 10,000 XP.
Yep. Okay. That's why I'm level 8.
It's pretty
Actually, I
cool
don't
though.
think you can get the egg until you're level 10.
Also, you just have
You
to
could buy
catch them
Could buy it.
constantly because you know.
Anybody
you get
spent
on-
money yet?
No.
No, never.
Don't never say never.
I
I-
will.
actually-
I will say never.
I at
No, I
first was
might.
thinking maybe I'll buy an incense or something because I can't seem to find them anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But apparently, I just have to swipe the other way and they show up at the Pokestops.
I got too many. I wish we could transfer stuff. I
Yeah.
threw away 96
I was
potions the
wondering
other
if they're
day.
going to
Yeah, I
introduce
threw
a
away a
trading
bunch
system later.
yesterday.
I heard that they are.
A
Like,
trading
bag was
system?
full.
They have to.
We were in Herman Park. I was like,
Especially
why
with
can't I get
Pokemon?
Pokeballs? I looked and I was like, 103 revives. I don't need all.
Yeah, I did,
Never
I did the
revived
same. I just started getting Great Balls, so I was pretty happy about that.
Oh, I
Yeah.
haven't gotten those yet.
You get them at level 12
Yeah, I think you
Oh, I
gotta
should
get it a
start
little
getting
higher.
them now then.
or 11? 11 or 12.
Yeah, if you do the Lucky Egg grind, you got to do it like at a really popular place, so that after you evolve all your people, anything you catch is still double and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
and they just come like crazy.
I got
Yeah.
fucked though because I did the lucky egg while we were at Herman Park, and it froze right after I activated it. So
It
I
does freeze a lot.
It went away.
no, well, it
Oh.
froze for but the countdown was still going.
Oh, okay, yeah, because ours froze like 3 times, and every time I booted it back up, the countdown was still going.
Yeah.
So I was like, thank God I didn't just waste that egg.
Yeah, but like the server problems have gotten better.
Yes.
Except they were down all this morning.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, that might be why they were doing some patchwork, but
I-
it does freeze a lot.
The first like
It didn't even
couple
crash,
days,
it just freezes.
man, it was the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even when I was telling you when I was first starting, I was like, I can't find shit. Nothing is working. Like it sucked, and then all of a sudden, it just started doing really good.
I think maybe did they not anticipate how big it would be, or did they think like maybe?
You could never really prepare it, y'all.
Yeah, I think so.
It happens.
As of Monday, it had made like $14 million.
Damn.
Yeah.
You know,
That was 4 days ago.
it raised. Yeah, because I want to say like by Tuesday, Nintendo stock had gone up 25%. That's insane.
I think it's gone up more than that now.
Oh,
they
yeah, I
didn't,
bet
they
it
didn't
has.
need another fucking system to fail. They just needed Pokemon Go.
Yeah, it went up 8% like within the first day, and that was like amazing. And then 2 days later, it was 25%. And I haven't checked recently, but I bet it's gone up so much. It's
We
crazy.
should have just all invested in Pokestock. I was gonna say Pokestock, but Nintendo stock.
Pokestock is useless.
We can still invest
Can
in
we invest in
Pokestop if you want.
Venonets? Is that a thing? I'm telling you, that third evolution is coming out. You gotta invest now.
Was it y'all who told me about the Pikachu thing? One of y'all?
What Pikachu thing?
Oh,
Yeah.
that for the starters, instead of Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle, if you walk away from it, you have the option to pick a Pikachu.
Really?
Yeah, you have to walk
Yeah.
away from it like 4 times because they keep trying to like, hey, catch us. And then eventually they're like, all right, fuck you, and they leave and Pikachu comes up.
The only
I
reason
didn't
I
know
know
that.
that is because when I was creating my character, my girlfriend almost killed me for this because apparently I was doing it while I was driving, and I looked down. Don't poking and drive. But as I looked down, I was like, "There's a Pikachu there." But it's because I was in the car, I was walking away from them. Like,
so that was your
constantly.
starter?
Oh,
Huh?
So that was your starter?
No, I picked Bulbasaur.
damn.
Nobody picks Bulbasaur.
You,
I know.
I caught a Bulbasaur in my house.
I caught
You-
3.
Yeah, I caught it. Look, I caught another one at work later. I'm not saying I didn't regret it.
You
Okay,
think you did?
but like
It's fucking
my-
Pikachu, man.
for me, the thought process was because the Game Boy game I had as a kid was Pokemon Yellow, so I got to start off with Pikachu before.
Yeah.
So for me, I was like, oh, that was cool. And then like this time, I was like, I want to do the regular route of like just picking one of the original ones.
I got blue first.
I had red. I still stuck with red for now.
And the thing with
Charmanders.
with Pokemon Yellow, you can't catch any of the starters in Pokemon Yellow.
Yeah, you
have to
you
trade
gain them by talking to NPCs or something like that in the game.
In Yellow,
Oh, that's right, you do.
Yes.
Do you?
All 3 of them
Yeah.
you get from people.
I never
I
had
never
yellow.
got any of them in what?
You didn't talk to anybody,
See,
you recluse.
The important thing about Pokemon is talk to everyone.
What?
Walk into every house. Talk to
Actually,
every
I'm pretty
person.
sure Bulbasaur was like story driven. You got him. Like you had to talk to an NPC and they gave you Bulbasaur.
No.
My friend, I played Yellow
Wait.
a lot.
Did I get them? I think it was Raichu I didn't get.
Raichu, you have
Raichu's
to
not a
evolve
starter.
Pikachu, and you can never go back. And it'll
I don't
never
wanna
follow
But you
Pikachu.
can't evolve that Pikachu.
Yes, you
Can you?
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Am I thinking of a different game?
But I think it was much better if you didn't.
Did I just not do shit?
We're just, just knocking everything down that he's.
Yeah.
I believe there were no other Pikachus in that game, though, right?
Yeah, there weren't. You couldn't catch
I
Pikachu.
think you're right, but there must have been a way to get one if you evolved yours.
You had to trade them.
Did y'all ever play that Pikachu surfing game that was like in the Pokemon Yellow?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
was awesome.
No,
Oh,
I
sorry.
never had yellow. All I had was red.
I
never got
wish
any
I had
other one.
started with red and blue, and I wish green had come over here.
You started
but-
with yellow, right?
Yep, I didn't even know about it till Yellow.
Oh.
About Pokemon period?
Pokemon period.
Oh.
Yeah, and
See-
that was like '98, something like that.
The
Was
games
it?
came out here, or no, the show came out here in 98.
Yeah, I
That
didn't
was
watch the show.
96.
Was it 96? No, it was 98. Pretty sure.
Might
it
have
was
been.
that.
If Pokemon, I believe Pokemon Yellow came out in '98, and if the show, it makes sense that the show was
Pretty sure it was 96.
It might have been before because I think I watched Pokemon before we had any video games, and we got our first PlayStation in '98. Yeah, I think you're right. It came out in like '96 maybe, and it was weird because I thought the show came out first,
Yeah,
and I thought the games were based on the show. Also because my first game was Pokemon Yellow.
I found out that the show was based on the game just by watching it, because I was like, this doesn't seem like the rule maker of this.
Wait, the
of
show
this
came
property.
out second?
Yeah,
I did not know that.
Yeah, in Japan the red. I keep want to say yellow, red, blue, and green came out first. Then the anime came out, and then yellow came out, and the yellow was supposed to follow them. And also the manga follows red, not ash.
I want to read that now.
I didn't know
Really?
that.
That's cool.
And they have a
Is
they
it
have
the
a
same
new
story?
Huh?
Is it like the same story and just with red?
Basically, yeah.
Oh.
It's in fact in the first episode of the anime based on the manga, the first gym he goes to is Brock's gym, and he battles Brock, but he doesn't become a friend. It's literally you just fight the Geodude first, and then you fight the Onix.
Mm-hmm.
And it's awesome because they also go into it's not the bullshit where Ash used Pikachu to beat Onix, which would never happen,
Oh my god, I know, right? They were like, we gotta power him up over 9,000
using a fucking like what is it, watermill?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was bullshit.
to use like energy to charge him up.
No, what they did is in the anime, he literally uses Caterpie that he caught, which makes sense because that would be the first Pokemon you catch, or Rattata or whatever.
Yeah.
And
He never got a red.
he used String Shot to slow down the Onix, and eventually used another Pokemon to I think he uses Charmander to tackle him.
Yeah, the craziest thing about the first boss is that unless you choose Squirtle, you don't have, or Bulbasaur, you don't have anybody that's good against rock Pokemon.
Yeah,
So, because I was like, I think I had to beat Brock with a Pidgeotto
Mm-hmm.
and a Butterfree.
Butterfree.
Yeah, I fucking I farmed the grass outside of Pallet Town.
nice.
Pallet Town? That's the first town.
Pallet Town is the first time. It's Vermilion.
Vermilion.
Viridian?
No, Viridian is a forest.
Then it's Vermilion.
Damn, I
Vermilion
remember
City.
it.
Vermilion is the electric boss.
No, because it's that's why they say on the road to Vermilion City, because that's the route that you have to take to go to the Indigo League.
On the road.
Okay,
again.
so that goes to Brock's gym.
Yeah, but I thought it was funny that in the anime they used the actual strategies from the game.
Yeah.
That's what the character does in the
Yeah.
anime to beat
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
which I
Unlike
thought was cool because
Ash's
all
bullshit.
of Ash's methods are bullshit.
And he never wins an actual gym fight,
No, he
except for
no,
the,
the Thunder one he did.
yes, he legit beat him, and he also legit beat Magmar.
Yeah, he did.
Ah.
Although they did have to stop the fight because something happened. Something always happens.
Like,
I realized
Team
that
That was a
Rocket
good
came
fight
in.
though, Charizard versus
Yeah,
Magmar. That
Charizard and
made me.
Magmar.
That made Charizard my favorite Pokemon.
Yeah,
That episode, yeah,
I automatically liked him because I had a thing for dragons. So I was like, oh, he's a dragon.
that too. Yeah, I've always had a thing for dragons.
It always pissed me off when he gave away his fucking Pokemon.
Huh?
When it's starting with Primeape, because Primeape is one of my favorite Pokemon.
Primate. Oh,
And that-
Primate.
Primate?
Primate.
Primeape.
I know this name, but
I don't
Primate-
remember what he looked like.
Mankey evolves into Primeape.
Yeah, okay.
The one that goes,
I totally forgot that was even a Pokemon.
the roided out.
I love Mankey.
The roided out monkey.
You remember you had to get. Mankey also was good against rock Pokemon because you had to go to the gym, not the gym, the Indigo, the league area, or whatever.
Yeah.
You had to go over there where you fought Gary.
And you bet your ass I did that. I wanted that
Yeah.
Mankey. I needed
Yeah,
it.
and you had to, and there's a little patch of grass that you could catch them.
Those are my favorite. Though when I was younger, Mankey and Primeape were my favorite ones. And then the show where he gives away Primeape, and I'm like, he just
He
won.
did?
Don't say spoilers.
No, I don't care about
Okay,
fucking
okay. I thought
spoilers
you were
in
gonna tell me.
Pokemon.
I'm like, I haven't seen that part yet. I was gonna be like, no. But yeah, it was his first Pokemon that he gave away, and he gave it away right after it won a championship martial arts tournament. It was like a fighting tournament between fighting Pokemon. Primeape won.
He beat the Machamp or whatever.
Yeah,
The King.
and he told them, "Stay here with this guy. He can train you better than I can."
Boo.
Ash, you're a fucking idiot.
That's why Gary was the coolest.
This is why Gary should have been the
That's
best.
why your team Valor.
He got all the
He got all. He also had a driver's license apparently at 10 years old. That pissed me
I think
off.
he was 10, honestly.
Don't think,
I think
they
he
had
was,
to be
I
10.
think
He was in his
held
late
back.
20s,
I
he
think
just
was,
looked good.
No, I,
Like,
I think he was held back a few years.
Was he? Gary's that like kid who like failed all the high school classes, but like he's a cool kid anyway.
He was like 13 or 14.
And then picks on the 10-year-olds that are like 10 years younger than him.
Gary was cool. I always thought he was super cool, especially in the anime.
What?
He
Yeah.
remember
him.
Juan sympathizes with villains, so
He does.
And we're following Ash, and I'm like, Ash is cool. And then Gary would show up, and I'm like, man, fuck Ash. Look at Gary. Gary's got
totally
a
a bro.
Gary's
Be
got
like,
a
"Oh,
sports
fuck you,
car.
dude."
He's got
he's got the girls.
and poor Ash is just walking around.
I just imagine like in the anime, it would be Juan as Gary's lackey. He's on the side. He's like, "Yeah, fuck you, Ash."
No, I'd be like, fuck you, ass.
Juan's sitting in the back seat with his arm around one of the girls. He's like, "Yeah,"
Gary
One-
got me this.
Get lost.
pointing at the girl's tits. He's like, "Gary got me these."
Oh my god.
One's the 80s, like,
Check out
greaser
these great balls.
lackey.
Actually, that sounds really bad.
Yeah, you should be pointing downward.
That went to a bad place very quickly.
You know, I was one of the rare cats who actually liked Digimon more than Pokemon.
You call yourself a cat?
Meow.
Outside of like the games or whatever.
Yeah.
I to this day I
I
like
didn't answer that.
I like the Digimon anime a lot
Yeah.
more.
See,
Digimon
I had
is
this
really
thing
good.
This
against.
one's fucking badass.
It is freaking good.
I didn't watch it on purpose because as a kid, I was really into Pokemon, and then Digimon came out, and I'm like, "You fucking posers!"
I did the same thing.
Yeah.
Out of spite, I was just like, no, fuck you, Digimon.
Exactly. Yeah, spite. That's exactly it. I'm like,
I like it.
I was going to give it because the first thing I watched was the movie, and the movie's excellent.
I haven't seen any.
The
Me
movie,
neither.
I just watched the movie.
I've seen
Yeah.
0 Digimon, but I know I can sing the whole song.
Just animation.
Digimon, digital monsters,
And
Digimon are the champions.
Digimon had like a story.
Change into digital champions. No one ever knows
man.
that part, but that's the best part.
Oh, I knew that part. I've been watching it, so I know.
I'm sorry, right? I
don't
apologize
care.
for what.
What? No.
Every time I sing that, I have to take my hand out like this.
Celine Dion style.
Oh,
Yes.
man.
One's heart will go on.
But it's cool, yeah.
I got into Monster Ranchers when I was younger.
I don't know what the fuck
What the
that
fuck?
is. What is that?
See, Tony knows what that is.
I don't care.
God damn it! Why aren't you mic'd?
Those are Fox, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monster Ranchers would come on in the
There's
morning.
like a weird yellow dude. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, yeah.
The eye.
There was the premise of the show is this kid. It was basically Pokemon. He would play Pokemon, and then they came out with a game, and he put it in his PlayStation, and when he started the game, he got sucked into the game, and was permanently stuck into the world of that video game
Jumanji.
where you would have to. Yeah,
I was thinking.
Oh,
I'm thinking.
yes.
It was Tron.
Oh my god!
It's
you got
It was
Digimonji.
Tron. It was Jumanji. It was all that.
you got
Yeah.
Jumanji.
Digimonji.
Tron.
No, Jumanji.
Digimonji.
Tron.
Digimon.
Tron.
Digimon as well did that. Okay.
Tron.
Okay, yeah, Tron.
But-
Shut up.
You shut up.
No,
yeah,
it's
and
not
it-
like Tron at all.
It's like Tron. He gets sucked into a video game.
Yeah, but there's not monsters. That
Actually,
you
it's not a video
control and
game.
Fight with.
It's a
There
it's
could
a,
be.
It's just a
It's
virtual
code.
world.
Not-
It's computer,
Tron, no.
computer code.
There's
It could
Excite
be.
bikes that you fucking
He got sucked
spin
into
around
C++.
in circles and try not to get murdered by the trailer.
I know not what this is, man.
At all. It's crazy though, right? Yeah.
What did Antonio just show you?
That thing is fucking freaky as fuck.
What is it?
Oh yeah, it's the Monster Ranchers thing.
Monster Ranchers.
It's a giant like eyeball with a
yeah, I remember
yellow
the
body.
eyeball.
That looks like something from my nightmare.
I always thought he owned a ranch. Like he
Because it's
farmed
called Monster
Pokemon.
Ranchers. Is that what you thought it was? It was a Monster Ranch?
Yes.
I would watch that, though.
It was just life living on the ranch.
Oh,
but
yeah,
with
that's
monsters.
totally you, dude. They all copied each other after a while. Like, there's a whole stream of them that came out, and after a while, you're like, yeah, I'll just watch all of them. I
Why
guess.
isn't there a Geo Bro?
Because he was made in the 90s and people said, dude.
Yeah. There should be a Geo Bro now.
Boom.
That's a great explanation. That's like a flawless, logical explanation
Yeah.
and social commentary.
Yeah.
I
You
hit the mic.
mic?
Yeah, sorry.
I thought your muffin attacked you.
Oh,
It's a cupcake.
Striker's girlfriend made a couple of puns yesterday. That it made me mad because I'm used to.
You got mad at puns? Fuck you.
I know I have no right to get mad at puns, but like we were walking slow,
Puns are the
and like
worst.
she was walking ahead of us, and she's like, "Hurry up, you bunch of slow pokes." And I looked at her, and she's like, "They should call you guys the slow bros." And I was like, my head just balled into a fist. I was like, God,
It's because you didn't get to say
yes,
that.
it's because I got outpunned. I was so mad.
Quick, someone say a pun now.
Pun.
I don't have anything. Come on, Kermit. Come
I
on.
can't. It's not. I can't.
Pineapple,
You
shut
can't
up,
force
Juan.
greatness, Juan.
I can't. It's like getting a boner. They don't happen on demand.
For real?
It doesn't?
You know what I heard him say was, I can't stop getting a boner. It happens on command.
I remember we were driving in the car one time, and
Are you about to tell a bonus story?
yeah, it was a. Why did you have to say it like that? Because it's a story about me and Juan.
I was like,
Oh.
You know the time I'm talking about.
No.
We were
Tom,
driving in the
Tom,
car. And Antonio just put a pillow over my lap. We were driving in the car, and we were talking about like things that might happen in the future or something like that. And we were like, "Oh, I hope that never happens." I was like, "Quick, knock on wood." And there's no wood in the car.
No, it wasn't about that. Was it?
don't you hate when that happens?
I looked at Juan. I looked at him, and I looked in his lap, and I looked back at him. I was like, "Quick, think of Jessica Alba." And he's like, "I can't do it on demand."
I did not get a boner.
Okay.
So I could knock on his wood.
Yeah.
Good. It's a good story.
It was fun.
It
Ryan,
was funny, Ryan.
doesn't actually approve.
Just
lying
go.
to
Just
her.
go. Just go.
I thought it was funny.
It's funny.
Ryan has no humor.
What the hell?
Every time we tell Ryan something, he goes, "Yeah, that was funny." He stares at you first, and then he says that.
I'm just mocking y'all. Yeah.
Oh.
That you patronize us.
What did you guys hear the story about the Pokemon Go where? Fuck, what was it? This girl found bodies.
That was
Found
the
a dead
first. That was
body,
like one
yeah.
of the first ones. There
Yeah,
It was like
it was like-
second day.
It was like a 14-year-old girl ran across a dead body next to like a little bayou or something.
It was like a fresh dead body.
That's fucking weird and creepy.
Yeah, Pokemon Go scarred her for life.
Oh yeah.
I could. That's. Where are these like? Are kids really
bodies?
wandering into like? Well, yeah. Where are these dead bodies? Where can I find them?
I don't know.
No, like
Cemeteries.
I understand. Like,
And then she found a gas leak. But no, I'm just kidding.
I know this is gonna sound kind of stupid, but like I imagine people
Yes.
just walking down like sidewalks and stuff like that, and going to parks. And I guess I should have known that people would eventually start going to like back alleys and
Yeah,
shit.
to me, it's a little weird to go off the beaten path.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But
Like,
I mean, yeah, people will do it.
yeah, like going down like if you see
Yeah.
walk past like and a comic made fun of this, like where they're like, oh, that's a scary dark alley, but I think a Pokemon might be down there. Like to me, I was like, no, people will have common sense.
No, they won't.
No,
No.
no,
Because people have already gotten into car wrecks and gotten run over.
Yeah.
yeah, but that can't be blamed on the game. I
No.
refuse to blame any of that on the game.
Those people probably would have walked into the street at some point anyway.
Those people would have like,
They would have just been texting or something, Facebooking,
Candy
and walked
Crush.
into the street.
But there was a text in the middle
Dare
of
I
the
say they
street.
probably should? Dare I say they probably should have walked into the street at some point if
It was bound to happen anyway.
if that's the caliber of intelligence that they're representing in the world. Maybe they should have just walked into the street to begin with.
I think it's becoming more newsworthy because Pokemon Go has gotten so big, and somebody at some point is going to sue them for something, and people are going to be like, "No, you're just a fucking idiot." But chances are they might win it.
I see a lot on the news because I think a lot of older adults don't know and understand the hype around it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of like it's complete like crazy to them. All like how much people are into it and how much people are everywhere.
I want to disagree a little bit because not only have I seen like a lot of older adults play it, but like there have been right now there's this thing in Congress where they're considering Pokemon Go laws, like about like asking them why they're asking for certain information on your phone, and or like as Juan was talking or not Juan Tom was talking about earlier that it's bringing about the singularity. But we were talking.
And you're not going to be the giver.
I will be the giver. I'm destined to be the keeper of memories.
No.
And but then other politicians are
You won't even
supporting
know
it
one.
and tweeting pictures of
won't
Pokemon
know.
that they caught in their like offices. They're like one politician
taken
posted,
your
they're like,
memories.
all I've caught in are these birds and this
Giving
rat.
them-
I thought that was hilarious.
I saw the second day after Pokemon was released. Some guy posted from his office that his boss handed out flyers that said,
Yeah.
"Don't play Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
If you do, you can. I'll fire. Like you'll get fired." And
Oh, yeah, it
Oh,
said
yeah.
something. It was like a clever quip too.
Yeah.
Something along the lines of, "You'll have plenty of time to catch Pokemon unemployed."
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's one guy that actually his career might be ruined because of Pokemon Go. And it's because he works in a certain IT company.
Oh
Or
no!
like he does certain IT things.
For a bank.
Yeah,
For
he's
the
not,
bank.
Yeah, it was a bank.
He's not supposed to take his phone out.
Yeah. 'Cause
Yeah,
They,
he's not supposed to take pictures or
Yeah,
anything
yeah,
like
yeah.
that.
and they thought
And
he
it
was
has
taking
a-
a picture.
There's
Well-
a camera use on there.
Yeah, but the thing is, the reason he might get blacklisted, like no IT or bank will ever hire him again, is because they took his phone away from him,
Yep.
shipped it overseas so that they could analyze everything he's ever done on his phone. And because he was an IT guy, he wrote some code at one point that he was impressed to buy himself by, took a picture of the code.
Yeah.
If they find that, he could get blacklisted and never be able to work in IT or banking ever again. Because they're like, no, you're taking pictures of people's like personal information. This is not allowed. You're fucked. You'll never work anywhere ever again because of a fuck. Oh, and the kicker on the article was that it was a Zubat.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Did you see
Life-
that on Reddit?
No, I saw it on Facebook. I think.
This is why you turn the camera function.
It was
off.
on Reddit
Just
the
keep it
next
on your
day.
desk.
Yeah.
You don't need to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it makes it so fun.
I think it's more fun when it's easier to catch.
It was.
It was cool the first day.
I know,
Yeah,
right? And then
yeah.
it's like, well, I don't need to use 20% of my battery every time I catch a Pokemon.
The novelty is fun if you're in an environment where it's hilarious to use it. Like people have used it to display, the Pokemon in funny situations.
Like when I'm taking a shit.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a guy who was laying down on on a bed, and he took a picture because a Diglett popped up where his dick was.
See stuff like
that's
that.
pretty
Yes.
funny.
Like that's awesome.
That's pretty good.
But yeah, while you're like driving and at work, it's probably not the best idea.
No.
We
There-
told one of our friends, we're like, hey, take a picture with this Venonat. Just hold your hand out like you're hugging him. And the Venonat was purposely over here. So now there's a funny picture of her hugging nothing.
That's actually very funny.
There was one where Maggie was trying to catch a Cubone or something, but it was glitching, so it never actually saw it. And so she was spinning around in the car. She's like, I can't find this fucking Pokemon.
Sometimes I've been like, God damn it.
I know, right? And then I discovered that you just turn the camera off and, oh, okay.
Yep. And then it's just there.
They also do like an intro animation when you have it on the non-camera
Yeah.
function. Yeah.
Do you know what
A
I
little
noticed
background?
that I thought was really weird? At night, when we were at the park, I showed you those explosions. I was trying to catch like a Caterpie or something, and in the night forest or whatever in the background, there were little explosions going off, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?"
Explosions? I've never seen that.
Yeah, there was like it was be a little explosion and a poof of smoke.
What are you talking about?
And when you take off the AR and you're catching the Pokemon, it would be like how it shows the field and the woods behind them.
Okay.
It was at night.
Oh, so you saw a little...
Yeah, and at first I thought it was like maybe it's just like a speck on my phone or something. No, they were, and I showed Tom. They're animated explosions happening in the distance.
Interesting.
I wonder what that means.
It's bringing back my Pokemon apocalypse theory about how Pokemon takes place in a post-apocalyptic future.
This future.
This future?
Oh my
Yeah.
God, it's already starting.
Yeah, they're going to take over
Nintendo is the new Skynet.
the phones.
You know-
and bam.
That's not. At this point, I'm willing to say, yeah, it really is.
Execute Order 66.
Star Wars, motherfucker.
Damn it.
All the phones are gonna turn on us.
Unlimited power.
He got it right.
Was it right this time?
He got
Right?
it
I
I
looked
thought
at you.
about it before I did it. That's the 7th time we've seen it.
I was caught off guard. I was like, I think he got it right.
Somebody was posting about how, like, watch, 20 years from now, we're going to be picking presidents by Poke battles. People are like, it's going to be so advanced that Nintendo was trying to genetically engineer real life Pokemon.
Obama would win. He's a nerd.
Like,
Yeah, he's totally a nerd.
I thought you were going to say, like, because he's black or
My
something.
God,
And I was like, what?
Only you would think that, Kramer.
Yeah, because I'm the racist. Yeah, no, I'm saying, yeah, I'm the racist on that one. I'm sorry.
What did you say? I missed that.
No,
I thought
no.
he was going to take it the racist way and say because he's black.
Why
And I
would
was
that
gonna
make him a better Pokemon hunter?
That's what I was going to ask him, but he was like, no, because he's a nerd. I was like, oh, I'm the racist.
Clearly.
Oh,
I think in the future they are going to start like having to do something extra to keep people entertained with it, though.
Well, and they keep going in that direction. Every time Nintendo comes out with something, and me and my coworker were talking about this. Or no, I think also one of our friends, Josh, posted about it.
Nintendo has a bad habit of. Sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
Oh, you looked like at the floor. I was like, did you see something, or are you just...
No, go.
But he was saying, like, Nintendo never has the best specs on anything,
No.
but they always come out with the most innovative ways to do something.
But see, their innovation works very slowly. It's like a progression of going up that hill for them.
But
Yeah.
when they do finally get something out, it's
Yeah.
something that people are like, whoa! Like the Wii, when the Wii first came out, people were like, what the fuck? Motion, and then like Nintendo or Xbox and PlayStation, and I don't remember if they were developing it at the time, but they were like, oh shit, we need to catch up.
What?
With their own motion sensor thingies, like the Kinect and the PlayStation dildos that they came out with. That's what they looked
Oh my
like.
god, the PlayStation Move was the worst one.
It was so
Yeah,
bad.
that's pretty bad.
But
and,
like,
and Connect was pretty bad too, but
Yeah.
Move was.
and that's because like Nintendo came out with it first, and they're like, "Fuck, we got to catch up."
Yeah.
And now everybody, like, even if they're trying like developing the PS5 right now, most likely they're focusing on graphics. And
Actually, they're focusing on VR. That's the new thing now.
on VR.
Yeah.
And Nintendo's.
Which
And
is
Nintendo just
technically
came out with
graphics.
Pokemon Go, which is pretty close.
That's
it's,
kind of their thing.
It's not
yeah.
just like VR, but like
They're integrating VR into it.
yeah, like it's not just VR as in like you sitting in your room. It's your world turning into the game, which people were like they didn't even think about that at 1st, and now people are gonna sit back and go, "Fuck." Now we got to rethink everything.
The thing is, though, is if you really think about it, Pokemon has been the same exact game for 20 years.
Yeah, that's the Nintendo never comes up with anything new.
All they
They,
do is
just
make-
come out with new ways to do it.
Yeah,
They
that's why I
make the
think
graphics
that's
a
what
little
it is.
better. They add a feature here and there. They change the Pokemon. The Pokemon are exactly the same. They just changed what they look
They're
like
running
and
out of
gave them different
animals.
names.
Based
Like,
on.
every incarnation of Pokemon is the same Pokemon over again. They just
Yeah.
created something new and made them do the exact same thing as the ones before.
Has anyone been keeping track of new Pokemon?
No,
No.
not at all.
Like the 700, 800 that's out now?
No,
Nah.
too many.
I stopped after like Silver and Gold.
Yeah, that's where I stopped.
Yeah, I played Silver and Gold.
I played the ones after that, but I don't remember the Pokemon in that game.
I looked up some of them. There's a candle Pokemon now.
Candle
A
Pokemon.
lantern. I think the candle evolves into the lantern. It just
What?
That hit me like really late.
I
at
noticed.
night.
I thought your face was like, I'm not entertained by this, and then you were like, wait, yes, I am.
Oh man,
There's one where I think it's dangling keys.
Oh my god.
I might be wrong about that.
Yeah,
does
there's
it
some
like
pretty
evolve
ridiculous
into a
ones now.
Mercedes key or something like that?
Yeah. Oh my god.
This is the reason I'm glad that they came out with just the original 150 right now. Because if it would have been other Pokemon or all of them, I don't think I would have been as
But
excited.
they're totally gonna do that. They're
They're-
totally.
of course, they're
it's
going to
gonna
do it
expand.
eventually, but like,
Huh?
It's going to expand, of course.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're going to do it eventually. But like, as a starter, like this is awesome.
Yeah.
because it's so much nostalgia already.
But what I'm saying though is they don't have to add anything necessarily to keep people playing it. Like
Yeah.
they just have to reiterate exactly what they've already done, which is what they're doing. Come out with the first part and
Yeah.
then add a capability of being able to battle and trade.
Yep, that's coming.
That's coming out, and then after that they've got the VR thing, which is cool. But that's not really going to be something people care about too much because they're not going to walk around with big ass headsets,
That's
Yeah.
true.
you know, in the real world, unless they come out with a
Oh
way
my
where it's
God.
just like Google glasses or something.
Yeah, I think
Also
it might
true.
eventually get to the point where, especially now that Pokemon Go is doing the whole. Yeah, you
It
look,
starts as a
He
candle.
showed you it. Yeah, it starts
turns
off as
into
a
a
candle.
lamp, and then it becomes a chandelier.
What? Let me see. Let me see.
Oh my god! Chandelier. So what's the name of the chandelier?
I don't know.
Chandelirium.
Are you shitting me?
I am.
The first
the
one's
fuck?
Lampet. I mean, the second one's Lampet.
Lampet?
Lampent.
Lampant?
Yeah. So the
Wow.
first one must be.
Where are his eyes?
Is that a he?
Huh. That's a
What
good
do you
question.
like? Hold the
But
Pokemon
see,
up for light?
I'm not shitting you. They
You don't
run
need
out
to
of
use
animals.
You don't need to use Flash anymore
Oh.
in a dungeon.
There's a sarcophagus Pokemon.
What?
Jesus.
He's a sarcophagus.
Double meaning.
He's a sarcophagus with hands.
Oh man.
The L Pokemon evolved into a cross Pokemon.
Is that a mummy inside of him? Is
That's
that real?
not- oh.
Hold on, hand over the phone. What is this?
I don't know. It was
Hand over the phone.
What is
Hold on,
you're
hand over
talking
the
about?
phone.
Oh wait, it went away.
Ah.
Oh wait, it was on related to this picture. Scroll.
Oh my god.
Scroll. There we go.
Okay, hold on.
Sarcophagus
Probably like
Pokemon.
fucking Chandlement.
Oh fuck! It's a mummy Pokemon,
It's crazy. And there's another like,
and it starts off as just like an Egyptian artifact.
and there's this like a Sphinx Pokemon in there.
Oh yeah, it evolves from like a small little artifact into a sarcophagus with 4 arms, and then it turns into a bigger sarcophagus with 2 arms and a dog head sticking out of it.
You know, I got a 3DS
Are these real?
recently so that I could get the new Pokemon coming out this year.
Yeah.
But
But I don't think I'm going to do it.
Not with all these Chandelier Pokemon.
No.
You're gonna be like, look, it's a fork Pokemon.
If they choose to remake Red and Blue
he
again.
turns into a spork. Damn it.
Oh, didn't they do that again?
Tony, are these real?
did.
These can't
Yeah,
be
they
real.
They did it for Game Boy Advance, but did they do it on 3DS? Because there was X and Y, and then there was White and Black.
you know what? I don't think they did it for 3DS.
Yeah, it might have been 2D. I mean, DS.
The one before that.
But
It was called Ruby Red, right? And
yeah, you're right.
It was Ruby Red.
Wasn't that 3DS?
Repeat what he's
Ruby
saying
Red?
because he doesn't have a mic.
Ruby. What?
Right now, it just
What?
sounds like you're talking to yourself, Ryan.
You have to reiterate what
I
he
can
says
hear
because he doesn't have the
myself
mic.
Well, I don't. I remember.
headphones.
I was
You can hear
saying-
yourself?
Yeah,
I don't-
the
Okay.
Echo.
What?
There's the Ring of Keys Pokemon. What the fuck is
This is
this?
stupid.
The Ring of Keys.
That's probably the worst thing I've ever
Have
seen.
they run out of animals? They were
Now
so
it's
creative.
things.
They were so creative before.
Obviously,
No, they
fucking
weren't that
keys
creative.
and chandeliers. They
Well,
ran out of animals.
You know what? Let's be fair. They made Pokemon out of rocks.
Yeah, but they made them look cool.
They
That's what
worked.
counts.
They worked though. It was the original
Yeah.
150. I mean, I don't know.
No.
Rock is earth. It's an element. You know?
Okay, yeah, I'll give you that one.
No, I won't.
He's doing that as spite.
When they came out with Steel type Pokemon, I was still kind of with that.
Which
I was
ones were
like,
steel?
Oh my god! You know one of my favorite Pokemons is the evolution of Scyther.
Yeah, to the Scizor.
Scizor. I love
Yeah,
that Pokemon.
he's a Steel type bug
He's
type
a steel
Pokemon.
type bug. Yeah,
I don't remember what he looks like.
he's a
red.
red Scyther.
Oh,
He looks better.
Scythe- I've been wanting to catch a Scyther recently.
Yeah.
I found one at my job,
but
but that's as far as I got.
damn.
No, yeah, they came out with a Steel Onyx too.
Oh, I think I've seen that one. It's just shiny, right?
No. You're thinking of the
Steelix.
in anime. There's the Crystal Onyx. But
I
there's
forgot
an
how
actual.
to spell Caesar because I
there's-
just put scissors in.
Oh
the
no! This just came out with pictures of scissors.
Yellow on the 3DS exactly 20 years after the first release.
No,
On
it
the
looks,
3DS, oh, it's the originals.
Yeah, that's what you want, though, right?
That'd be. Oh, I was looking for a remaster. But
Ah.
I would get that. I'll
No,
get
you
that
can buy
over the new one.
You can buy the off the Nintendo market for your DS. You can buy the red and blue.
Yeah, that's what he just showed me. I think.
Oh well, they released a 20th anniversary edition special 3DS that came with it preloaded.
Oh yeah.
I have kind of mixed feelings about them coming out with the older games in like just new downloadable formats. Because before I used to collect like the PlayStation 1 games and their discs, and now you could just download them on the market. And granted, I never spent too much money on them, but I like just having the disc. You know what I mean? I guess it's just a nostalgia thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
the evolution of.
Oh yeah, he pulled up the Scizor.
Oh, that's
for
pretty
him
cool.
to look at.
That's new though, right? Like he was added.
This was
later.
like
The
second or third
the
generation. I'm not sure.
scissoring Pokemon.
Doesn't Scizor Mega Evolve too?
That a lesbian Pokemon.
Does he?
I think he's able to Mega Evolve.
Scizor Mega Evolution. Well, it came up, so let me.
What
see.
would be a lesbian Pokemon? Clamp it.
Oh. There's two. So Mega Evolutions. There's always two versions for whoever does it.
I think
Yes.
You like that one?
I like that one. That's
No, that's DeviantArt. Never mind. Hold on. Well, this is it. He basically looks the same, except he's got crab hands instead of.
Okay, yeah, Mega Evolutions.
Yeah.
We've never talked about that on this before.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't-
like fucking 7th generation shit now.
I don't
'Cause
even
that
know
was
what
recent.
that is.
Mega Evolutions?
Yeah.
There's a Mega Gyarados. Okay,
How
Mega
could you get better
Evolutions.
than regular
they're not
Gyarados?
evolutions. They're like Pokemon going Super Saiyan because it's
Yeah,
not
it's a
permanent.
temporary form that you get from some sort of stone or gem.
Charizard's is pretty cool.
Oh,
He's got
okay.
2 different ones.
Yeah, Charizard's got one.
I like the normal orange one more.
There's a big
Mewtwo
like
has one.
Mewtwo?
Mewtwo? He doesn't
What
need
the
one.
fuck?
yeah,
Yeah,
he
Mewtwo
has two.
evolves.
He has two of them.
I thought there was like 2 Mega Evolutions per Pokemon that has a Mega. Evolution.
I know Kyogre has one.
Oh, okay.
And what's the other one? The other legendary.
Does it turn into Mew 3?
Mew 4. Mew before you.
I don't remember what the other
Gyarados is,
legendary is for
You and
the new
Mew.
ones.
Gyarados has one, but it's not like it doesn't have a like 2 of them. It's just a Mega Gyarados.
What
And
does he do?
It's just super powerful.
Does he look different?
Mega
They're-
Hyper Beam.
yeah, they look different.
Yeah, a little different. They look, from what I've seen, they look the same, but just
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually
A
different
little bit
colors
different.
and a little extra.
Was that where the red Gyarados came from? Did I think I saw a picture of?
No, Red Gyarados was from.
It's one of the games.
Yeah, it's from one of the games.
Oh yeah, that was a
Catch
secret
it.
Gyarados that you could catch.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was in a special league.
I think Gyarados have lockjaw.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's why they're so angry because their jaw just hurts.
Yeah, it's always just open. Because I saw.
They can't say their name.
What was the thing that I saw some Pokemon clip? I think it was from the movie where everyone's all hurt and stuff. And I looked at Gyarados in the corner, and he was all like, his eyes were halfway closed, but his mouth was open.
Yeah, that is the first movie.
You know what?
First movie's good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was.
yeah,
It
it
is.
was.
It was
Yeah.
sad.
I saw that in
You too?
theaters. man.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah,
good.
That
that movie
Mewtwo
was
Mew
incredible.
fight?
Yes.
They're just like bouncing into each other.
Man, that was
Oh,
good.
so good.
So much memories.
You
Makes
know,
me think of going to Toys R Us.
I saw 3 Pokemon movies in theaters.
We can't take you to Toys R Us. You break everything.
Well, when I
We
was a
tried
kid,
taking you to
I
Toys
only
R Us.
I
broke a
find
little
Toys
bit
R
of
Us
stuff.
depressing.
Well, now you're
Huh?
bigger and you
I
break a
find
lot of
Toys R Us
stuff
depressing.
Oh,
at
really?
a shorter
The
amount of
environment
time.
in there,
Yeah.
not what it was in the 90s.
No, before you could just. Okay, maybe you couldn't, but we would go in there and just take all the toys and play around in the aisles.
Yeah, nowadays I think it's frowned upon to do that.
Oh, it's always been frowned upon to do that.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just-
You could get away with it.
In the
back
90s, we could get away with it.
well, no, in the 90s we were a little more reasonable with it. Now kids will come and just straight destroy things. We would just
Oh,
go
yeah.
play with it and put it back.
then. Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll say
yeah.
that's the difference.
Now kids will smash everything.
They'll open up the boxes and shit.
Oh
and
my
just,
god,
like-
yeah.
Yeah.
You're right.
I was going to tell you earlier when we were talking about the Gyarados having lockjaw.
Yeah.
I was going to tell you the main difference.
Different.
Made difference.
The main difference
Is that accent.
between Onyx and Steelix is not only that one is a steel type, but Steelix has like an underbite,
Yeah,
whereas
it
like
does.
his jaw comes out from the bottom.
Well,
Like
Onyx
my
has
dog.
like an
My
overbite.
dog has an underbite.
Does he? Is he a bulldog?
Is that where
Beak
Skrillex got his
He's a
name
German
from?
Shepherd.
I'm sorry, I got distracted from your conversation with the stupid ass thing that Juan just said.
What did he say?
But tell him what you said.
So is that where Skrillex got his name from? From
Oh.
Steelix? It's oddly similar.
Not really.
I'm just pointing out coincidences.
It's not a coincidence because it's not
no,
related.
It's a coincidence.
Do kids? Do
Coinky
they have a
dink?
poker app still? Is it like a 5 hours long
A poker app?
poker app? At the end of the episodes, you said the Pokemon rap.
Oh, Pokey Rap.
What'd you think I said?
Poker app.
Poke her app?
Poker app.
No,
We're-
Yeah.
the Pokey rap. Do they still have one?
Enunciate.
Do they? I'm trying.
Yeah, it's done by Ludacris. No, no. I said Busta Rhymes.
He said that with all seriousness.
Luda.
Although he can probably-
Luda!
I don't even want to do an impression, but I have one in my head.
No, I know.
Do it.
No, I can't do it.
Do it.
Do it.
I was telling Juan that we may make this one topic an episode, but it might be too short, so we can just say it now.
You're too short.
What's a Diglett?
What is your thoughts of what a Diglett is?
Isn't there an animal that like kind of buries itself underground?
Like a mole?
A beaver.
Sure.
Like, so you think it's
Beavers
just like a
don't bury
little
in the
mole,
ground.
like it's got just hands and feet under
build
the
dams.
ground?
Dams. Oh, yeah. They go under.
Probably. We've
guess they
never
do have-
have we ever seen a Diglett like
But
out
not
of
like-
Yeah,
ground?
no, we never
Ground,
have.
it's in
That's
the
that's why I was asking. And like Juan says, no,
I
you tell him.
forgot what I said. What did
Why
I say?
does Diglett devolve into 3 Diglets? Is what I want to know.
That's what I said too.
It's like, do they just like the family gets back together and that's their evolution?
Juan thought Diglett was a giant muscular man whose head was sticking out of the ground. And there's pictures of that online.
Oh, I like that.
And then
more.
the picture for Doug Trio that's related to that is 3 very swollen men, and they're all hugging each other on the ground.
So whenever he uses dig, he's like just climbing through.
And then, and then there's a picture that I thought was hilarious. Was like, it's a guy lying down, and it's his wiener sticking out of the dirt. It's like a giant guy
With eyes and a
just
nose.
sticking out of the dirt.
He also said, or he's like an anglerfish.
Yeah, like an anglerfish.
That one I could totally see.
Like
Man, Diglett can use all kinds of. He can use like fucking earthquake, which supports the big
the
body
big guy thing.
I
Yeah.
know, right?
He can use rocks. Huh?
He can fly.
No.
Diglett? Why would
what?
Diglett be able to
Diglett
fly?
can't fly?
He never comes out
Where
of the
did
ground.
that
From
And the Pokemon thing, I thought you could use fly in the
No.
game.
That had to be a
No.
hack. Somebody hacked that.
There's no
You
way.
give him a TM, right? It's like TM.
no
10,
ground
he can
type
fly.
Pokemon can't use fly.
Dude.
No. He's in the
He's
ground.
grounded. He
You would
can't.
see what he'd look like, or else
Random ass Pokemon can use
it's just going to be a little pile of dirt flying around.
I remember
Or it'd be
this.
a penis or a head with a muscular body flying around.
No,
It's gonna be a guy
if it's the
flying by his
If it's the penis, I imagine the penis is just flying through the air. The guy's just swiggling behind it.
That's what I'm saying. He's just being led by it.
Unlike the penis being floppy behind him,
Yeah.
it's the opposite.
I like
I'm
the,
looking this up.
I like the
I'm looking it up
anglerfish
right now.
theory because the
Anglerfish.
anglerfish theory would be like that. If anybody tried to grab the Diglett, a giant fish would come out of the ground and eat them.
It's his tongue. But then I said, what did I say? Do they all have separate consciousness?
Yeah, like
Oh my god, he can.
he can.
Yeah,
Can what?
I remember
he can use.
seeing that
He
one.
can use fly.
Really?
And in the game, you just see him go like up, and then attack.
Wait.
Does it show the ground under him come up with him?
Yes, but it's just
Oh.
like back in the blue
Yeah.
and red.
Okay, hold on. Some people
What
are
the
saying
hell?
he can't learn fly,
What?
but
No.
What if-
let me just.
What
I'm
if
gonna-
Diglett's just a hot dog? It just sticks out of the ground. It has no limbs. It's just like a little hot dog with a face on it.
But then why are there 3? I never understood that.
I don't know.
And why is that in evolved form if there's just multiple ones put
I
together?
feel like now we should go to James Coney Island and ask them to make us a hot dog with 3 hot dogs.
Yes.
Give me your best
Hey,
Diglett hot dog.
I want to
Um,
trio. Or was it?
Shipley's almost
Doug
got that
Trio.
with
Huh?
their
Doug Trio.
Shipley's almost got that with
the,
their
the
collage.
specific Shipley's that we go to where they gave us the 2 sausages.
Smartest thing they
That's
ever
the
did.
Duo sausage. Duo kolache.
Dough duo.
Dough Duo. Duo.
Did you see the somebody did artwork of Pokemon evolving over a period of time? So like instead of all at once, it would show like a
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, not when it was Doduo. Where its head, it gets the 3 heads because one head was just like changing by itself, and then one head was splitting, and it was like it looked like 2 Siamese twins coming
Oh.
apart.
I thought it would
so
just
weird.
grow like slowly.
No, it was pretty fucking weird.
I like that
I'm
version
looking
better.
Like the little, like Men in Black when he shoots his head off. And it's
Yeah,
like,
just
I'm looking at one of the newer games where someone's using Diglett, and it's gonna use fly.
Or-
Oh, wait.
fly cannot be used.
Wait.
Wait,
What's
he doing?
Diglett used endure. Hold on.
Whoa,
doing
Oh, I
it.
think he uses mimic. That's how he
Ah.
flies, I think.
But he's
no,
not
but there's.
flying.
I think
Yeah, he
Tonio
used
might
mimic,
be right.
and he can fly.
I think in the original game, they might have like done it on accident, or they let him do that.
Oh, is he flying?
He's about to.
Oh shit, he jumped.
That makes no
cool.
sense.
But he jumps with the ground.
Yeah, the ground comes with him.
Yeah.
Earth. He takes Earth with him.
He must be a hot dog then, because there's nothing below him.
That means he's also like really small. Like he's just
Yeah.
that's it. He's just
Okay, I'm
like a ball.
I'm really hoping that I blow at least one person's mind with this. But did anyone ever notice the Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres?
Uno, dos, tres.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I did not think about that.
You got one. You got one.
Tom, did you know?
no, I didn't know. I never heard that.
Oh damn, yeah. That's pretty cool.
How old was you when you figured this out?
It was last week.
28.
It's like-
It was last week. Someone told me. I didn't
I
figure
saw
it
it on a
out.
meme a while back, and I was like, oh.
Oh my god! I did this when I fucking got the game.
You know what might be interesting? I heard this theory that with the new Pokemon from the Johto League, they have Entei.
The Hoto League.
The Johto
Entei's
League.
cool.
Entei, yeah, I don't remember the other two names.
Yeah.
But there's three of them: the lightning type, the fire type, and the ice type.
Raikou and Suicune.
Yes. And
Nice.
oh,
Very nice. There. Golf clap.
That was the last. That was the third movie, right? Entei's movie. That was the last one
haven't
I
seen that
watched.
one
Or
either.
Suicune, however you want to pronounce it.
I liked Lugia.
there's a
Oh,
theory
I saw the video.
that the way those Pokemon came about had something to do with the Ghost Tower, where somebody slaughtered a Flareon, Vaporeon, and a Jolteon, and something happened where they were reincarnated as Entei and the other two that Tom said. So those are actually like reincarnated Eevee evolutions.
Nice.
That's cool.
That's interesting.
That could be legit.
Coming back super
Yeah,
pissed off.
There's what?
Yeah.
Coming back super pissed off.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
be so awesome though.
It was
Dark
cool.
side.
I ran into an Entei one time, and I didn't have a Master Ball.
They just run away.
Yeah, they tried to run away.
Are those
so
the
mad.
same 3-1 from that Lugia has to come up to like save them from fighting or stop
Lugia?
them from?
Lugia.
Oh, Lugia.
Yeah.
That's that movie? Is that movie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah, yeah.
actually don't know if I
I
watched
think-
that one.
I think like some other organization is like opening them or something.
The only
and then
Pokemon
they start
movie-
battling each other, and Lugia is like the super magical one that has to come and stop them.
Pokemon Marathon?
No.
Movies? No, not the show, just movies.
Oh,
I want y'all to watch the Digimon movie first.
I'd
Okay,
watch the
I'll watch the
Digimon movie.
Digimon movie.
It's
You
good.
said that's the one you started with, right?
I used to yeah. I used to have it on VHS, and I'm sad that I don't
Oh,
anymore.
I had a copy of Rurouni Kenshin on VHS when I was younger, but it was I don't know how my sister got them. Like somebody on the internet gave them to her. And they
Somebody
showed
on the
up in
internet.
like pirated VHS tapes.
It's cool.
And the tracking was really bad, and you could tell like maybe the subtitles they did it themselves. But like I started watching Rurouni Kenshin recently, and when it came in just the SD quality, and then like it was in English at first. I was like, I can't do this, so I switched it to Japanese, and I was like, yes. And there's that nostalgia factor, and I was like, oh, so good,
I used to also have the entirety of Dragon Ball Z on VHS.
nice.
Every cassette, and my grandmother gave them away.
With the Z?
with the colored background.
The thing that
all
pissed me off
connect?
was that they had two different backgrounds,
Oh,
so I couldn't collect one image. But
That's sad.
my grandma sold them in a garage sale.
oh. To me, I now own all of them.
You don't think you'll be playing Pokemon Go much longer?
I'm already starting to kind of tone it down a
I
bit.
kind of want to agree with Ryan on this one, because I think what killed it for me was after I did the Pidgey thing. Like after
Really?
I was just catching Pidgeys, and it just felt like work. It was like it wasn't exciting anymore. But if I were to like start seeing like new Pokemon, I'd probably get really excited.
It's like
You know
an
what I
RPG.
mean?
You got to grind out levels.
Yeah,
Am I in
that's
this
true.
picture?
Yep, do work.
yeah. It is. Yeah, Tom's right. It's just like an RPG. There's like you stop the actual fun part for
Yeah.
a little bit so that you can grind your character.
It was fun when I thought I saw a Ho-Oh
Which you did.
Oh yeah,
or an Articuno. I'm not sure which one it was.
I don't think you did.
Nope.
I believe in you, Ryan. I believe in you.
I know it was a rare bird Pokemon, that's for sure.
I haven't seen anything fancy. I almost saw a Magmar, but we could never like track it down.
Almost a
Dude, I
Magmar.
got like 3 Magmars.
What?
They're
have
way too
Magmar.
easy to find now.
I almost found a Hitmonlee, and Maggie caught it, and then it disappeared.
That would have been cool.
You know what I
Yeah.
want? Something totally not rare. I want a Sandshrew.
I haven't seen a Sandshrew.
Is it
I know.
because they're adorable?
I have a Sandshrew.
Yes.
I think I have one.
I
too.
found a few of them
Sandshrew was fucking awesome in the show.
on the
Yeah.
beach.
No, when they had that gym.
You got to Galveston. Pleasure Pier is legit.
Yeah, that horrible gym that they were slaves in.
They weren't slaves.
they were like workout
voluntary.
slaves. They were like workout slaves.
They were They were his Pokemon. They believed in their master.
But there was something about how like Ash and the group were like, "This is wrong."
This is wrong.
Yeah.
I let all my
He's like,
Pokemon free.
you're not supposed to be strong by working out.
Did anybody roll a tear when he let Butterfree go?
I don't remember that
I
episode.
might have.
That's a yes.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe my cold heart was like, "Good for you, Butterfree. Get away from Ash. He's lame."
He found
Go to
because
Gary.
Butterfree found a pink Butterfree,
Yeah.
Oh,
and he was totally like hoes before bros, Ash.
He did. He burnt off.
And Ash fucking cried. No, but he let him go.
Do you know what one of my
I'm about to
favorite
get
parts?
some pussy.
One of my favorite parts from the anime is not a touchy moment at all. It's just really stupid and funny to me. Is when they have that Slowpoke that had his tail sticking in the water all day.
Oh
He's
yeah.
like slowpoke. And then he walks away from the water, and that Chloe, is it Shelter?
Yeah,
It got his tail, so he evolved, and he's like, oh, slow bro. I was like, this Pokemon's so fucking stupid. He didn't realize he evolved. That makes me laugh every time I think about it.
Oh,
And it's still one of my fondest memories of that show.
Did Misty's Psyduck ever evolve into Golduck?
I don't think
Not
so.
from what I saw.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
No, I don't believe so.
What did Togepi ever
The
become?
Psyduck was fucking strong.
Togepi turns into a bigger
Oh,
Pokemon
you're
in an
right. He
eggshell.
was.
Does he?
Stupid strong.
Yeah, the evolved form of
Stupid
Togepi
strong
is
is
still
right.
in an eggshell. There's an eggshell still around it. It just gets bigger. It has like a long neck or something.
Weird. I never got to see the evolved form of
It
Togepi.
looks freaky. I don't like it. There is supposedly a sad scene that I never saw in the show because it was like in one of the later series.
A sand scene?
Sand scene.
Sad scene.
He said sand.
A sad scene.
Sand scene.
It's a real sad scene. Misty gets a new bike and she leaves.
Are you hanging out with
Nice.
you broke
She
people
gets a
anymore?
new bike
If I
and
get
she's
that
like,
bike, then-
yeah, she like Ash finally gets her a bike or something and she's like, well, I guess I'm leaving now. And he's like, what?
He's like,
And-
that's why I bought you the bike. Go.
Man, that shit was like $1 million though.
Brox keeps
Oh,
trying to.
yo, what the
beg
fuck?
Like, what the hell? All you gotta do is get on this ship and get a voucher from this old man, or pay $1 million
for a cruise, yeah. God damn it.
for a bike that makes you go twice as fast, maybe.
But we'll always
And then the
make you-
other games implemented running, so that was obsolete.
God
bike
damn
was
it.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Oh my god, the first time that I could run in one of those games, where the little guy was like, I was like, oh my god, this is awesome.
I never got the hang of that because I'd always run into the walls.
I used to do it
Oh
with the
my
bike all the
God.
time.
Yeah.
That just reminds me of Final Fantasy VII when I didn't know you could run. And they don't tell you can run
Oh my
until
God.
about
Wait,
30
just-
minutes
no,
into the
no,
game.
Stop.
Time.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's like half an hour into the game, and they're like, hold circle to run. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Oh my god.
That's pretty good.
Why did you want us to wait?
I was thinking of another game. Like for a moment, I was like, "You can do that," but then I was like, "Wait, no, yeah, you can."
Oh,
I was like, "I played this game all the way through at least 5 times," and I was like, "Did I forget that you could run?" Have I been playing this game ridiculously slow the whole time?
if it was
gum.
gum, then yes.
This comb.
But I think the reason I forgot about it is because I never actually let go of the running button. I played the whole game just him running.
Would you say you speedrunned it?
Ryan, have you seen our playthrough where Juan tries to speedrun through Crash Bandicoot
Not yet.
and he doesn't make it through the second level?
I got through almost all of those.
Tom did better than you.
Yeah, he got. I don't even know how
45
far he got. What?
45 minutes.
We played for 45 minutes and he got to like halfway through level
How
2.
long is the video?
And the only reason he got to the checkpoint at level
So the
2,
video is 45 minutes.
the only
They play
reason
for longer.
That's gonna be rough.
the only reason he got to the checkpoint on level 2 is because at one point I told him, "Let me just get you to the checkpoint." He hands it over to me. 30 seconds later, I hand him the controller back.
I'm pretty sure I got to the checkpoint on my own, but I couldn't get back to it after I hit it the first time.
No, you know what did happen?
That's
is
not how
because he always
checkpoints
got
work.
No,
he
but
always
like,
got game over.
I
though.
got game over.
Oh.
I get to the checkpoint, and then I got game over, and then I could never get back to the checkpoint.
No, you know what? I've seen this video at least 5 times now from editing it. It was the level 1 checkpoint because he got to the level 1 checkpoint
No,
and then he
oh,
got game over.
No,
Okay.
I got to that one pretty easily. It was level 2.
It was level 2.
Hey, look,
Oh, is it?
old games are hard. Okay,
Old games are very hard.
the older they get, the harder.
But nobody
they
got a trophy.
Yeah.
But yeah, and on that note, go watch our playthrough videos which we are starting to come out with. Not yet named,
get. Oh,
which
I
we've
have.
tried.
I have a suggestion for something that it's a 1-player game, but
Yeah.
it's hard.
Go ahead.
Oh, it just came out. It's called Fury. You can play it, Tom.
Yeah, I have-
Did you download it? It was free.
I think so. It's still free.
Fury?
Fucking badass.
Is it?
It's a boss only game. No, you don't fight minions or anything like that. You just fight bosses.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's interesting.
And it's like top down sword slashing and twin stick shooting.
Oh, that's interesting.
Man, we
Damn.
could have done that if you would have brought your controllers.
Huh?
So we could have done that if you would have brought your controllers.
What do you mean?
I have the
Only
game
one
capture
player.
here
It's
today.
only 1 player?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not 4 players?
No.
Oh, that's lame.
To be fair, Crash.
It's really good though.
We could have done the gauntlet playthrough though if you
Well, I didn't think about that.
would ask.
We might do one today. I have the game capture, but maybe.
You know what?
What?
Tom lives a comfortable distance. I could just go home, take my dog out, and come back.
That's true. You could.
Yeah, because when it was your place, it was a little bit more far fetched. So
Oh, Pokemon pun.
Yeah. I got that.
it was unintentional. I have to admit.
That was
no, yeah,
honest
but
of you.
I want to show y'all Fury. It's cool.
Sweet. We'll do that later today then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that.
Today on a Saturday,
I can
not
download it.
Sunday.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
I've been Kramer.
I've been Tom sometimes.
I've been Ron.
I've been one.
Sometimes.
And over here without the mic, but providing excellent research for us is Antonio.
Yeah.
Yes, he showed us the chandelier Pokemon.
Yes. That was the greatest
Our
find today.
resident Google.
Make sure to what? Oh yeah, our Google.
Our resident Google. Sorry, there's an Eevee here.
I keep
Right.
thinking
Oh.
you guys are taking pictures of us podcasting, but you guys are just playing Pokemon Go.
No,
Kramer,
I'm
that's
most
what I was
certainly
doing.
Every
taking
Oh,
time.
you were taking pictures.
I'm doing it.
Every time someone
You're
has
playing Pokemon Go.
There's an Eevee.
Is Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Pokemon Go.
Ah.